It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Of course, you know what time it is when we're standing outside here in my studio. We're going to shake and bake, and it can be more and more difficult, of course, to balance and, of course, increase your stability in your joints as we get older. So without balance and stability, we are often just prone to injuries. But there is a simple way to combat this by strengthening your legs, specifically your inner thighs. And that is often overworked, and it's an area which we're going to capitalize on today. So you can stabilize your hips, your lower back, your knees, and your core, and, of course, reduce and prevent any muscle imbalances. So get ready to fire up your quads and hammies with these awesome exercises. And I'm joined by the beautiful Kuhle Adams. I've missed you. I haven't gymmed with you in a while, yeah?
It has been a second while, I'm not going to lie.
But I believe that this week was your first week into fitness again.
Yes, truly. I actually took it upon myself to physically go to the gym.
I love it, I love it. So this is day 2 or day 3 for you?
It's day 2.
All right, so for everybody else that's joining us, we're going to start off with a warm-up as usual.
Yeah.
Working the inner thighs, adductors, abductors, and everything else. So we're going to start off with a nice wide squat, and then we're going to jump straight up, land like this, standing up. That's going to work that medial line once again, and then straight back into a squat. So we can repeat this just for 10 reps. Nice and easy. You're going to get nice and warm for this one. And of course, we're working those adductors, those abductors, those inner thighs, and everything else that's going to really get stimulated in this workout this morning. And I know you guys are going to love it. How are you feeling there? Nice and warm?
Absolutely. I think leg day is the worst for many people because it's a lot of work.
It is the worst, but you know what? It's always the best thing to do for your body. It increases so much. It incorporates testosterone, incorporates muscle recovery. And it's such a big part of your body. It's more than half, so it's very important. So let's get into this and let's start making magic happen. So everybody at home, if you don't have a kettlebell, like we mentioned yesterday in the show, you can grab anything that does have weight. A water bottle will do, a dumbbell will work, or even a heavy book. Anything will do. So what we're going to do is start off with something called a side lunge. How are you doing over there?
6 kgs.
Assessing your murder weapon there. All right, so you're going to have it nice and wide in front of you. What we're going to do is we're going to have about a 45-degree angle with our feet as well, Kuhle. Perfect stuff. Now, having the kettlebell resting right beneath you, centered off, you're going to lean over to the left-hand side, opening up, making sure that knee doesn't go too far over the toe, so go a little bit wider. Perfect. And then come straight over, squeeze those glutes, and then come to the other side for me. There you go, beautiful form. Now you can feel the good flow in this. There's no impact, so there's a lot of fluidity in this movement. So focus on squeezing those glutes as you get up. Don't push your back all the way forward. You want to really just squeeze and focus on those glutes. And this is perfect for also working the eccentric load on these adductors as well as working the glutes. And this is going to really burn that those thighs. How are you feeling there?
Is there a modified version? Because I can imagine someone with like knee problems or whatever the situation
exactly that.
is.
So the modified version, just to take strain off the knee, is literally getting wider. So the wider we go, the more impact and the more emphasis we actually put on these inner thighs. So in order for me to reduce the impact on that knee, take the weights away, get a lot wider, and don't go as low down. So we don't have to go all the way down here. We can really just get it to that point until we feel the pain and then bring it straight up.
All right, I see, got it.
Smash 10 reps of that, you can move over to your next exercise. All right, so you're going to grab that weight now and put it straight in front to you. Okay, and this is quite a fun one. So what you're just going to do is basically a reverse lunge, but it's staying nice and tight, all right? So your knee's going to go just behind your heel, and also you want to make sure that the heel that is going backwards, the leg that's going backwards, isn't touching the ground, right? So the example is this. Good control, nice and slow, work those stabilizers, straight down, explode up. And then switch over to the other side. Watch this. Go down nice and slow, good control, all the way down, and explode back up.
Oh, so you don't linger at the bottom for too long.
Don't linger at the bottom too long. You want to hold that eccentric load, feel those glutes working until you touch the bottom. And that's the point you want to climb out of. So everybody at home that's trying this as well, especially when you're down in this position, we call it deep down in the bucket, all right? This is where you need to incorporate the most strength to get out of this position. And how we do that is using those thighs, using those inner thighs, and using those glutes, and squeezing to get yourself back up. Yeah, that's the one. I love it. Beautiful form, gal. Beautiful form.
Thank you.
So now's a fun one, okay? So while your weight is over there, you can grab a string, put it in a towel or anything else, and you're not just standing like Captain Morgan right now, but what we're actually working once again is those abductors, all right? So interesting thing, just so that you guys know, weirdly, abductors and adductors, two different things. Your abductors actually help your leg go outwards. The adductors help them go inwards, internal rotation, all right? So we're going to try to get both at the same time. So put your foot in the weight. We're going to work this entire line over here and those hips, and you're literally just working the stabilizer on the leg that's on the ground and lifting the weight up to 90 degrees. Squeeze, 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 feeling it, and then straight back down. How's that feeling? Let's lift it up once again. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You want to hold it there at 90 degrees, really incorporating that psoas now as well, and then slowly back down. Now, what I love about this exercise the most is we're not just working the thighs, we're not just working those adductors and abductors, but we also work in the psoas, which is something that's going to help you stand up tall, assist in breathing, and it just gives you that overall hip strength as well and stability. How's that feel?
This is an interesting one, actually. I think this is one that I'm going to incorporate in my gym session today.
You know what? Day 2, you said of your workout, I
Yes.
think you've definitely earned yourself a snack. Well done, my girl.
Thank you.
Beautiful form. Let's carry on the week with momentum, and I hope you guys enjoy this too. Woo. Earned it indeed.
Yes.